Welcome to the Human Nature Channel. I'm your host, Alex Tamsula, and what am I doing here? Well, it's Tuesday night once again. Here I am at my dad's endlessly fascinating farm garage. Hold on one second. Have you ever seen a pair of calipers this big? I'll bet you haven't. Let's see. I've got the word taped to the mirrored surface of the medicine chest behind this camera. It's looking down on me doing like this, you know what I'm saying? You say the word and buddy, you're going to get it. I've got scissors, I've got scotch tape, I've got paper, I've got pens. I've got everything we need. Let's get started. Okay, tonight I'm going to cover two topics. The first topic is kind of, adventures in YouTube sort of thing. My video number 17, the Las Vegas shooting, Weeby John Cullen, John on the hot seat. That video has gotten, last time I checked, 698 views. I mean, it's ready just to go over 700, which is kind of an amazing experience for me because I've never had a video with that many views before. I want to say thanks to all the people who watched it. I want to say thanks to all the new subscribers. I think I picked up 70 subscribers thanks to this video. I want to thank everybody who gave it a thumbs up. I want to thank all the people who commented. I even want to thank the people who gave me a thumbs down. I've finally pissed off people on YouTube. The big time at last. Okay, now, prior to number 17, the most views I ever got on a YouTube video was 223. I have another YouTube channel. It's called Movie That's So Groovy with Alex. And what I do is reviews of B movies, maybe not B movies in some cases, but guilty pleasures. Movies I think are really, really good. They really get me all fired up, and I have a lot of things to say about them. And the one video that got the 223 views was a review of the movie Rocket Ship XM with Lloyd Bridges. It was made in like 1959. Interesting movie. It turns out one of the screenwriters who worked on it was Dalton Trumbo, one of the blacklisted communist screenwriters from the 50s. What he ended up doing was writing screenplays under a pen name so he could put food on the table. So yeah, Rocket Ship XM was my biggest video to date. I did a movie review of Frankenstein Conquers the World. It got like 155 views. So, it's a fun channel. I enjoy doing it. I had to stop it for various reasons, which I think I've covered in another video. But I should tell you something very odd. The very first video I made was a movie review of a Hammer film starring Christopher Lee called The Two Faces of Dr. Jekyll. So I guess you could say the day I uploaded the video was the day I got on YouTube. The day I got on YouTube was September 29th, 2017. You can go to Movie That's So Groovy with Alex and you can check this out for yourself. That was on a Friday, then there was Saturday, and then Sunday was October 1st, 2017. I lead an interesting life. What can I say? Hold on one second. So anyway, that was the first topic, talking about that. The second topic is about doing more Vegas videos. The comments have been great. I mean, a lot of people have been really, really nice. And, man, I really like your channel. You're really cool and all this and all that. And more than one guy said, do more Vegas videos. Well, yes. I really intend on doing more Vegas videos. The master plan, if there is one, is watch them all. And I've done something that I haven't been doing in the past, was actually marking down which video I saw and, the date that it was made and keeping track of it, because I was getting to the point where, guys, I saw this in that video, but I can't remember whose it was. So I'm going to start being a little more systematic. And this is going to be this grand synthesis. I mean, if you saw video number 17, I have this big imaginary table with this big imaginary pile of shit on it. And it's not going to stay big forever. So let's get started. Okay. Well, where was I going to get started? What am I looking at here? Oh, something I forgot to say. One of the commentators said, do more Vegas videos. And if number 17 got 698 views, that might be sensible advice. I almost skipped over that. Anyhow, where do you start? Well, I thought I would go to Nini of Nothing If Not Intense, who I had seen a couple of her videos. They would pop up in the queue. They would be like, some of the Mary Lou Danley stuff. And I watched it. I went, wow, this is really fascinating. What I decided to do was go to her very, very first video, which was, what was the date of that? I got it written down here. December 31st, 2017. This is Jen, Nini, also known as Jen. And I said, all right, I'm going to watch your first video. And I followed her live chats. I've seen a couple of other things she's done. So I says, let's start with number one and see how that goes. Now, it turns out that number one, Nini's first video, the title is Must Watch. Narrative Crushing Analysis News Scanner Audio. So what she was doing was she was listening to police scanner traffic from Vegas between about 10:05 and 10:16. So there was a lot of stuff going down. I watched the video, and then I watched it again, because it goes by really fast, and I put on closed caption, and that was a mistake. I started reading stuff like, are you willing to Cocteau Jungwirth valid choice negative? I'm like, well, this isn't helping much. But, even though some of the stuff was hard to hear, some of it was, mashed up together, lots of noise, some of it was not hard to hear. I'm going to read you some of the things said on these scanner traffic channels. Now, there's actually two of them. One was called Enterprise. The other one was called Convention Center Radio. All that meant was that's where the dispatchers were at. So Nini was first listening to Enterprise, and then later she's listening to Convention Center. I think that's what was going on. So here comes some of the things I jotted down as I was listening to this. Now, 413, you hear that come up. That's basically active shooter. I think it's somebody with a gun, and 413A is somebody with a gun, and he's seriously trying to hurt somebody. It's quite obvious he's trying to do bodily harm. So anyway, you're listening to all this police scanner traffic, and then you hear a police officer say, active shooter at the convention center, Alibaba and Giles. Okay, well, what we're going to do is I'm going to hold up this diagram, okay? We're going to, just so you can orient yourself before we get any deeper into this, what you have is, this is north, this is the concert grounds, okay? There's the stage. We've got north up here. We've got, this will be gate 7. Gate 7 will be coming up in the scanner traffic. This is west down here. That's east up there. Now, this line going straight across, okay, this is Giles Street, I do believe. The cross street down there is Alibaba Way. So I brought it up, so keep this diagram in mind as I read some of the other things. I'll hold it up again later to make some final points. But anyway, so we heard that. Then we heard a police officer say, person with a gun at 45898 East Russell Road. Now that's 7 miles east of the festival grounds. Now what's interesting is when you're listening to some of this scanner traffic later, and it's kind of hard to make out exactly what these people are saying, occasionally you'd hear Russell. And then a little bit later you hear Russell. So Russell ended up becoming part of the awareness of the police that things were going on, and we have to look into this. Okay, here's where it really starts getting interesting. We hear an officer say gate 7 area behind the stage. Now keep in mind, gate 7, there's north, right there, okay? Then we hear an officer say, we have active shooter on the fairgrounds. Then we hear another officer say, shots coming from gate 7. We also hear gunshot victim at gate 4. And then we hear something. This was another one of those gonzo moments, like I was telling you about the guy finding the gun. I heard this and I was just like, I can't believe this. This is just unbelievable. We have several drunk individuals that jump the stage trying to run towards gunfire. Later on, Jen refers back to the drunk individuals, and she's not buying it. The cops are not understanding what's going on. They think they're drunk. Jen's like, no, these guys are running for their lives. There's shots coming behind them. They're running away from the shooting into more shooting. She actually asks a very, very good question. Now, why do you think those people were going eastbound toward the supposed gunfire coming from Mandalay Bay? Like I said, good question. So we're going to go back to the diagram here. And here was my insight. I don't know if anybody has ever seen it quite this way, but and if you're taking the scanner traffic, what the officers are saying on the scanner at face value, not going into the whole fog of war thing and everybody's confused. No, let's take these just as a thought experiment. Let's take these officers at face value. So what they seem to be suggesting is we've got shooting from here and we got active shooters here. Okay, here's what I'm seeing. An L-shaped military configuration for an ambush. Okay? I mean, if you're somebody who joined the Army and you managed to qualify for the infantry, you'd know how to do this. And basically, it's the L-shaped ambush. You've got your fire team, you divide it in two groups, you put them at 90-degree angles, right? Now, if the enemy's coming down the road, you can catch them in a crossfire. And the guys who probably aren't dead yet will probably run. Okay, run for cover or keep running if they're bad soldiers. But you get the idea. They're going to move in a different direction. So here's what I'm thinking. Ambush style L-shaped crossfire. And then we have, I hope I'm getting this right. Yeah. The shots coming from Mandalay Bay, or at least 1,200 feet away. So the people at the Route 91 Harvest Festival massacre were being driven into a meat grinder. The two shooters here and here weren't necessarily trying to kill people. They were trying to push them in a particular direction. If this is what I think it is, this is diabolical, okay? This is not some crazy man forgetting the house always wins. So what else could it be? If it's not Paddock after revenge for the casinos because he thought they were better. If it's not that, like I'm saying, if it's not that, what else could it be? Well, I did another Las Vegas shooting video. It was video number 7. It was my first one. And I threw something out there that on, first glance may have sounded crazy, but I said ethnic cleansing. Okay? And the reason I thought that, and this goes back a ways too, there's something about this shooting that doesn't look American to me, okay? Now, you might be saying, oh, okay, Alex, you can tell the difference between somebody who, perpetrates a massacre in America as opposed to somebody who perpetrates a massacre in, like, Bosnia. Well, in this case, yes, I think I do. Imagine Bosnia, where we've had stories of like people being rounded up and taken into venues like sports stadiums, soccer stadiums. It happened in South America too, I think, back in the 70s with the Desperados. People get rounded up. Trade unionists, communists, intellectuals get rounded up, taken to an area where you may have had, shows, concerts, stuff like that. I'm picturing a situation like maybe you had in Bosnia back in the 90s. Let's say you have a bunch of Croats walking down the street one way, and Bosnian Serbs start firing at them, not necessarily to kill them, but to force them down another street where you have people with the machine guns, Then it's just a turkey shoot. So that is my insight. I was listening to Jen's video. Jen, if you're watching, really, I really did get into it. It pulled me in. This is my new contribution to the discussion. I see a military-style L-shaped ambush configuration. I think personally this is going way beyond Revenge Against the Casinos, and I think I'm almost finished here. And before I go, I'm going to say that the song coming up next is Billy Joel's Easy Money. And that should do it for now. You don't have to talk all night. I'm a man who can't say no. You don't have to twist my arm. Just point me where you want to go. Take me to the action, take me to the track. Take me to a party if they're betting in the back. I've been working all my life, can't afford to wait. Let me call my wife so I can tell her I'll be late. I want the easy, easy money, easy money. I could get lucky, oh things could go right. Wah, wah, I want the easy, easy money, maybe this one time, maybe tonight. You don't have to try too hard. I don't need a song and dance. I don't need an invitation. If you got a game of chance, take me to the tables, take me to the fights, run me like the numbers, roll me like the dice. When you're counting on a killing, always count me in. Talk me into losing just as long as I can win. I want the easy, easy money, easy money. I want the good times, oh I never had. Wah, wah, I want the easy, easy money, oh, I want the good life, I want it bad. Easy money, you say I fool myself, but better me than being a fool for someone else. I got a hot slot machine of a system ready to go. Easy money, I got a one-track mind and a good reputation laying on the line. I'll either come back a bum or a king, baby, I don't know. You don't have to start a fire. I'm a man who can't say no. If you got a little risky business, just point me where you want to go. Take me to the power, take me to the heat, take me to the cleaners if it's open to the street. Something's got to pay off, something's got to break. Someone's got a fortune that they're begging me to take. I want the easy, easy money. I could get lucky, things could go right. Oh, I want the easy, easy money, maybe just this time, oh, maybe tonight. Easy money, I don't want no hard cash, I just want the easy money, oh, I could get lucky. Easy money, I just got to, I just got to. Oh, man. Later.